Downsizing, downsizing. Sometimes it's the only way to go. 8-pound test, itchy wacky, little power bait. Fishing's been tough, and sometimes just downsizing is what you got to do. You know, we've talked about matching the hatch. We've talked about doing everything you got to do to catch a bass, but sometimes just bring out the little stuff. Catching bass with the little stuff. Don't overthink it. A bass is a bass. Fish what they want. Don't push it. Oh, well, they're eating punching or they're eating topwater. Sometimes you just say to yourself, "Dad, I want to get bit. I want to catch some fish. Put them in the live well." Downsize. Think you'll do good. You know, I tell you what, sometimes you just got to do it. Little power bait. Oh, through the power bait. Catch some fish. You know, they're not 3-pounders, but a lot of people are complaining about just not catching keepers. And the key is to get the bites. And when you're throwing and at least you're in the areas. That bee wants to get me, boy. But I'm looking down his throat. He's got crawdad pieces down there. The key is getting bit. And if you need to get bit, just downsize. And the big fish will come. You'll put a lot of little fish, but you will get some big ones. Power bait. I'm a big advocate of power bait, majorly because of the smell. When you start fishing slow, that stink, suck that, hold that fish a little bit longer, boom, got him. It's a good day. Okay. You know, if you watch this little power worm inside there with this itchy wacky hook, I'm not even moving it, just the waves are moving that tail. When I see somebody grabbing a worm like this and wanting to do this, that's cool, but when it continues to do that, those fish look at that and they say, "What is wrong with that worm?" So by just barely flicking it and letting it sit, it's gonna do its movement. If we take this worm and you look at this thing in my hand right here, you can see that just a little bit of vibration will move that bait. And so as I just wiggle it, it continues to wiggle just by to sit there. And if I just move it just enough like this, you'll see that bait. The key is don't move it. I see too many people just keep working it. Man, you imagine what the fish thinks down that water? That fish is looking at that thing going, "Dude, I'm not gonna eat that. Something's wrong with that worm. I've never seen a worm. That's a worm on crack." You can't have that. Fish it slow. Make a little about as movement as you possibly can. Just a little tick, tick. Let it sit. And when you can't stand anymore, tick, tick. All of a sudden, that line will just load up, or you'll feel that tick, and you got him. But fish it slow. Light line, fishing slow. Get a little smell on your bait. You do well. Those are like gold. Come on, baby. Right there. There we go. Nice. You know what? They just had a big tournament out here, and I know they said it was tough, but I mean, 13 inches, 13 and a quarter. If you downsize, you're going to catch them. You don't have to sit there and throw the big baits. I mean, we all want to catch my big baits, but you don't have to. It's all about, you know, losing your worm for one thing, and that helps the Berkeley people because you got to go buy another bag. But I mean, catching fish, isn't that what it's all about? Big old fat fish like that. I mean, short and fat, like a football.